was very, very hard for me moving back to Düsseldorf.
Mm-hmm.
Um, because I just had the feeling I have my people there. I found myself of like the place I really like to be.
Hello, everyone. Today I'm here with my next guest, Fabienne. We're going to discuss her experiences for her minor and her internship, which were both in Germany. Hi,
Hi.
how are you today? Feeling
Very
good?
good. Thank you
Nice.
that I can be here.
Thank you that you came. I'm going to start first with questions about your minor. So, why did you choose Germany for your minor? And where in Germany were you?
So I did my minor in Hamburg, and I need to admit it was to me very clear from the start that I want to do my minor in Hamburg because I already have a friend group in Hamburg. I have like my community, and it was like the perfect chance for me to not only combine the educational part at the university, but also like interacting with my friends again and seeing them again. So, yeah, that was like pretty clear from the start.
That's nice. So you didn't have any initial preparation for it? You were already ready to go.
I was ready to go.
Okay, perfect. And do you remember if you had any expectations before going to Hamburg for your minor?
Yeah, I had a few expectations for first of my university because I communicated with a lot of friends before choosing my university. Before I need to say, I went there as a free mover. So it was,
That's interesting.
yeah, it wasn't a partner university from the Fontes. Um, so yeah, I connected with a lots of people and friends asking like questions about the different universities, what they would like recommend to me. And a lot of them said go to the Fresenius. It's a perfect university. You should have a lot of fun there. So yeah.
And when did you arrive in
Um
Hamburg?
beginning of February.
Beginning
Yeah.
in February. And were
Beginning
you?
middle.
Hmm. Where were you staying?
I rented an apartment.
So you didn't had accommodations from the university, or?
No, nothing. I had to look up and organize everything for myself. So I had to rent also an apartment for myself, which I found over the internet site Immo Scout
Mhm.
24. Yeah.
You mentioned that you were a free mover. Can you tell me a bit more about that and what actually is a free mover?
Yes, of course. So a free mover means that the Fontes they do support you, but you need to organize everything yourself. So you need to organize your travel, your stay. You need to connect to the university. You need to get in touch with them, and the Fontes doesn't help you with that. Yeah.
Could you share me a bit about the university itself?
Yeah. So the University Fresenius in Hamburg is located right at the Alster, which is like a very, very beautiful spot. It's a very, very beautiful campus. You can see the water from the campus. And I would also say it's very international.
Mm-hmm.
We had a lot of international students there and very, very nice people.
That's
Very, very nice experience.
that's really good. And what did you study?
Digital marketing.
And did you study that in German or
Yeah,
in English? Okay.
in German.
But are they any English programs? Are you aware of
Yeah.
that? Okay, so you have the same program in English as well.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. And tell me about the examinations.
For me, as a free mover, it was a little harder than the others because all the registration was like a little complicated. So I remember, I was sitting in my first exam and the lecturer was reading all the names and I was not standing on the list. So I kind of panicked running
Nice.
to the exam committee
Yeah.
and they couldn't really do anything because they signed me up.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know, something went wrong. Also, I didn't have the Fresenius has like a program, for example, like Canva or Connect, the Fontes do have these programs, and for the Fresenius it was Elias, and I did not have full access to Elias because I was only an exchange student,
Uh-huh.
so
Okay.
it was a little more complex for me.
And how do you know how you can prevent that before going there or
Actually, I did my best. I stayed in contact with the exam committee to write all my exams, but I actually don't know what I could have done better.
so is there any advice you could share about the exams?
Definitely stay in contact with your lecturers. Also start early, like every semester.
Yeah.
Um yeah.
And you told me you already had some friends in Hamburg.
Yeah.
You also told me earlier that you lived there for a couple of years.
Yeah.
So you were pretty familiar with the city.
Yeah.
How did you balance your social life with your study life?
That's pretty interesting. First I need to say I personally didn't live there. My family lived there before
Uh-huh. Okay.
I was
Yeah.
there. But managing my social and my educational life was actually pretty easy
Mm-hmm.
because I remember when I first, my first day at the university, we were in total 7 girls. It was a super small class, and I mean, 7 girls are not always easy.
Yeah.
But I need to say, they were so caring, so nice, and I am still in touch with most of the girls from my class. Also, it was no problem connecting my university girls, I like to
Mm-hmm.
call them, with my other friends because they got along so well. And under the week, it was like study, university, everything is fine. And then for the weekend, it was like more private friends meeting up with them.
So you had your balance.
Yeah.
Is it hard to make good friendships there?
For me, personally, not, because I just had the feeling they were all so warm hearted and so caring. Like, I came into the class and they welcomed me, and it was just like, it was such a comfortable surrounding. I had no problems.
Did you miss home at some point or did you feel at home there?
Not really. I felt definitely at home there.
Tell me a bit more about your day-to-day life.
Okay. That's a hard question because my day always altered.
Yeah.
Um, but mostly I had lecture from, let's say, about, at some days I had very early lecture, like 7:30 on a Tuesday, so I had to wake up at 6.
Yeah.
But mostly I would say in between 9 and 10,
Mm-hmm.
and then until like 2 p.m., 3 p.m. And then mostly either I would meet up with the girls in the library just like to check out, because we had a lot of like group projects, and then go over them, or just to take notes, and in general just like repeat what we just went through in the subjects. But then I would like either meet up with friends, just have a quick lunch,
Yeah.
and we also cooked a lot. I remember we definitely
That's
did that.
nice.
And yeah, just had like slow evenings. So I like slow evenings, like just take a shower, just like me time, and then go early to bed and be like fresh for the morning. So
Yo.
under the week it's perfectly fine. To get the weekend it's like a little different, but
That's nice. That's time for self-care,
yeah.
for girly things.
Yeah.
It sounds perfect, honestly. And did you party in Hamburg?
Yep, I did.
How is Hamburg for partying? Is it a good city?
It is a good city. I need to admit, as a girl, I would not go party alone. For me, I felt safe going out with the boys because in Hamburg it's called the Reeperbahn. It's a little, yeah, diverse, sometimes a little sketchy.
Is
So,
that the place where you party the most? The name of
well,
it or
it's the place where the most clubs are.
uh-huh. Okay, so it's like an area.
Yeah.
Okay, nice.
But I also prefer, I wouldn't say prefer, but I also like just going out into like restaurants or like bar restaurants or
Yeah.
restaurants where like music plays.
Yeah.
I like those places also a lot. But like for party for clubs, we went to the Reeperbahn, and going there alone as a girl isn't that safe, I would say.
So
No,
you
not
should have
yeah.
company. Okay, nice. That's a good note. Okay, you partied, you also studied, you had your slow evenings, time for
Yeah.
self-care. Did you explore the country?
Yes. Well, I mean, Hamburg is still Germany,
Mm-hmm.
and so I grew up in Germany, so it was like a little harder for me to explore because I knew most places, also like from like family
Yeah.
trips. And but I need to say I was for the first time in the Elbphilharmonie, which is it's like a known place for like music, and like it's like a very
Mm-hmm.
classic place. Um
Where is it located? In Hamburg or?
yeah, in Hamburg.
Uh-huh, okay, perfect.
And that's like definitely, if people ask you where to go in Hamburg, something you should experience, like classic music, just like having a nice evening, I would say one time do the Elbphilharmonie.
So you were already pretty familiar with the country you were staying in,
Yeah.
Germany. Did you explore the countries around Germany? Did you have time for traveling or
Well, countries. We went a lot to Zilt. I don't know if you know what Zilt is.
no?
It's an island northern of Germany,
Uh,
and you drive approximately like 1.5 hour, 2 hours
that's
from
nice.
Hamburg, and it was so nice. Just the beach, it was super relaxing, super calming. So we traveled there a lot because just for a long weekend, it's super easy to go up there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you show me then where were you? Some
Um,
pictures.
yeah, of
Yeah.
course.
Ooh, that's
So I guess you
nice.
can see it's like super
Yeah.
calming.
Yeah. Okay. So this picture is from where exactly?
From Zilt.
Oh, the sunset is very
It's
beautiful.
very beautiful, it is. So yeah, I guess you can see it's like super calming.
Yeah. This is the place you told me about just now, right?
Yeah, it's like
Perfect.
the 1.5 hour drive.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of sunset.
This is again from there?
Yeah. And
Oh,
there you can also see the beach.
the beach is very nice.
It's like a super, super small island. It's
Mm-hmm.
not that big, and it's just the people are super, super nice. It's like a second home.
That's very nice.
Yeah, that's again the beach.
Oh, what are those?
In German we call them Strandkörbe.
Okay.
But yeah,
What do they use them for?
basically just to sit, to
Uh-huh.
relax, to
Okay,
sit.
okay,
But
okay.
it can get very, very warm in them if the sun is like shut.
Yeah.
And another picture of a sunset.
Nice.
And that's from Hamburg. That's from a hotel near my apartment, and you could. I just think the view is like
It's
beautiful.
very nice. It looks
My water.
it looks very aesthetic, the picture. I like it a lot.
And that's like a small bakery in the near of my apartment. So in the morning to grab a breakfast, it's perfect. Also very good coffee.
Oh, nice.
And I need to say, I tried for the first time matcha because I know a lot of girls love
Yeah.
matcha. But I need to say, I don't like it.
You don't like it?
I don't like it.
Honestly, I personally never tried it, but I don't feel I would like it as well.
That's
That's a
us.
horse there.
Yeah. So
Okay.
that's a very known event in Hamburg. I actually didn't know about that. It's called the Derby. So it's basically like a horse competition, jumping competition.
Nice.
And it was so full. I never seen so many people on one spot, and they were all like cheering, screaming. The atmosphere was very, very,
So it's a nice event to be there.
yeah.
And when does it happen? Does it
In
is it
summer.
in summer?
So
Okay.
I can definitely recommend that. Yeah, that's a restaurant with
Okay.
my friends in the evening. Glass of wine.
Yeah.
So that was on the weekend, not during during the week, obviously. But no, it's just like, yeah, just having a nice hangout with your friends.
That's nice that
Grabbing
you have time for those.
some flowers.
Oh, that's really cute.
Every girl loves flowers.
Of course.
I just had the feeling flowers also like made my apartment because I just had like a happy feeling if I had like color and flowers.
Of
Gave
course,
me-
flowers always bring nice atmosphere.
That was actually a cinema in
Mhm.
Hamburg, and we watched. Oh, that's a good question. What movie did we watch? Oh, I don't remember.
It's okay.
But it's actually a special cinema because you can order food to your seat.
Oh, that's pretty
And
nice.
I can speak for Dusseldorf. We don't have it there.
Yeah.
So it was like super, super exciting.
And
Seeing
those
like,
are the waiters, right?
yeah.
Okay, perfect.
And then you can also order like a whole meal. Like you can order like meat, some olives, champagne.
Interesting. Nice, nice.
We only had candy.
More food. Ah, it
More.
looks so delicious.
That's actually Gosh. That's the name of the restaurant.
Okay.
And I think that's actually in Silde, not in Hamburg. And it's like known for its fish. I mean, like the northern cities are known for its
For
good
their fish.
Yeah.
Okay. Makes sense.
Another day,
Another
restaurant.
restaurant.
I need to say I visited a lot of restaurants, so if anybody needs some recommendation for restaurants,
They can hit you up.
They can hit me up,
Perfect,
definitely.
perfect.
But they're like such beautiful places.
They are,
Wow.
they are.
Yeah, there you can see the city Hamburg from the rooftop of a friend's apartment, actually.
So there are not a lot of tall buildings or just this side of the city?
Well, actually, there are a lot of tall buildings. That's why I'm like wondering right now too. But
Where are they?
yeah, but I guess in this image it was just
Yeah.
the aesthetic. There you can see a little. That's another perspective, but it's the same building.
Oh, the sky is very nice. Ooh,
Some ice cream, some flowers. That was also actually a university friend of mine.
That's
She's
nice.
like, you can't see her
Yeah.
face, but yeah, we grabbed some ice cream after our hard studies.
Well deserved.
Yeah. Another day, another
restaurant.
Oh, I have a lot of restaurant pictures in there. Oh, here you can see
From
the.
studying.
That's our library from the
Oh.
Fresenius.
So that's a library on the campus.
Yeah.
It
We have like the Fresenius had like multiple buildings. And that was building 32.
32.
They had 1, 2, and 32.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But that was building 32, and from that building you could also see like the water. You could see the Alsa, but I don't think you can see it on the picture. But I need to say all my exams were open book. I had a total of 3 exams, all open book, and we had this huge box where we had to highlight. So in the picture you can see me highlighting in German we call it.
So you cannot bring your own notes, just the book?
The book, yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's important.
In German we say Gesetzesgeber. It's a very disgusting German word, but it's party.
Nice.
That was an event in Hamburg.
People look happy here.
Little dancing.
Yeah.
Good time.
Is that from the same event?
Yeah, just another perspective. But it was super funny because it started like pouring. It was raining so hard. And then this elderly.
Oh, is it only one person?
No, it was like 2. They started dancing in the rain, and it was such a great just experience.
Out from a movie.
Yeah. It
Nice.
was very, very nice.
So they were like an elderly couple?
Mm.
Perfect.
Here we watched the soccer game
Nice.
because it was VM. No, AM. I'm so out of soccer, but it was
Me too. I have no
definitely
idea.
it was definitely
A big game, probably.
a big game, and the boys, they were ready. They ordered pizza, they had snacks, they had their beer, and they were ready to watch that game.
Oh, that's so beautiful.
Another restaurant, but I need to admit, from all the pictures, that was the most beautiful restaurant. It's called El Mondo.
Oh, it's
And
very nice to look at it.
it has amazing cocktails, but also
They better do with all that alcohol there.
but very good truffle pasta.
Nice. So you showed me some amazing pictures of amazing places, very nice and cozy restaurants. Can you tell me, if you're not a German there, is it hard to manage exploring those places?
Oh, that's a good question. I would say no, because I think Hamburg is very international.
Mm-hmm.
Also, people who I met there, obviously, I have a very German friend group, but there are so many different international students who never had an issue going around Hamburg and exploring Hamburg. Also, I remember it was like the first day. The university obviously like prepared some activities where to go, and not everyone could speak German, and they had
No
no
problem.
problem at all.
So if I'm not German and I would like to go there for either my minor or internship, is it hard to manage the transport, not knowing German?
Well, I guess that could some sort of be a problem, obviously, because like the most spoken language there is
Of
German.
course.
Um, but I guess like a lot of people speak English there, like as a second language. I believe it wouldn't be a problem, but
Yeah,
maybe
of
it
course.
could
Not
be.
yeah, not talking from experience, but
Yeah.
okay.
But that's a good point. Like, I haven't thought about like transportation or anything, because obviously everything stands in German and is written in German. But I think if you ask people friendly, it wouldn't be like a problem.
They will give me directions.
Or Google Maps.
Oh, okay, perfect. Yeah, Google Maps always is a savior. So I'm a foreigner there in Germany. Do you think there are any foods that might be strange for me?
Strange? That's a good question.
Any f-
Well,
anything from your traditional cuisines?
well, obviously, like a German food is like schnitzel. But I guess that's not like something super, super different for international people.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Döner? Do you know Döner?
Yeah, I do.
Döner is like a big thing for Germans, I guess. But well, fish. In Hamburg, it's a lot of fish.
Mm-hmm.
You eat every kind of fish. If it's like shrimps or oysters, it's like everything. I don't know if you're not used to it. Like, I personally don't like fish, so.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But I guess that would be the only strange food that comes to mind for me.
Okay, perfect. So I would survive. I would be fine
Yeah,
eating. Okay,
definitely. We have a lot of Italian places, so.
good. That's nice. You spent 6 months in Hamburg, right? Or
From a little over 6 months, I guess, because
oh,
I also wanted to like have my summer break.
mm-hmm.
Is it summer holiday, summer break? I was busy with my moving out of the
Yeah.
apartment. And I went to Zil, but the rest I stayed in Hamburg, so it was like a little over 6 months.
Okay, you spent a little more than 6 months in Hamburg,
Yeah.
but eventually the end comes. How did you feel around that time when you knew that the end is near?
Very bad. Very, very bad.
Really?
It was very, very hard for me moving back to Dusseldorf.
Mm-hmm.
Because I just had the feeling I have my people there. I found myself of like the place I really like to be. But I mean, visiting my friends, like Hamburg is not a 6-hour flight away.
Yeah.
You can drive up to Hamburg with a car, with a train, or even fly for an hour. But having like a reality check back at home was very tough.
Yeah, the reality check is usually like
Yeah.
that. Did you find something new about yourself while spending time there?
Um, Definitely that sometimes I need time for myself. I
Mm-hmm.
need time to like shut down, give me like a calming moment, be like, okay, Fabi, go to sleep now, like have a little peace.
Mm-hmm.
I found that out. Also that I'm a actually very organized person.
That's nice.
I hate mess. Like having a mess in your apartment, I would go crazy.
In how many people were in the apartment?
One. So it was only me in the
Ah, so you
apartment.
lived alone.
Yeah.
Okay, that's nice.
It
That's
was
nice.
completely like a fresh start. Just
Okay,
me.
perfect.
The apartment was like small, but it was perfect for me. It was perfect for one person. Um, I made it as comfortable as it could get, but yeah, I figured out I'm very, very organized, very neat. Just sometimes need my space and my like me time. And actually, I always would have said that I'm very introverted person, but through Hamburg, I opened a little more. I wouldn't say I'm like super extroverted now, but getting to meet new people is more like an open idea.
That's really nice. Yeah. How did you feel back home?
Bad.
Bad.
Well, not bad. Obviously, I was happy seeing my family again because I need to
Of
say,
course.
at home, I live with my family. So I do not live alone at home.
Mm-hmm.
Having my dogs back was the best moment, but not being in Hamburg really hit me. It was like just as we mentioned before, it was like a reality check, and I was like, okay, you need to organize your life a little different. That was very hard.
Is there any crazy story or fun experience you would like to share with me?
Okay, well, one crazy story was that I actually had a water damage in my apartment. So basically it was raining very, very hard in Hamburg, and somehow the rain made it like through the ceiling in
Ooh.
my apartment during exam week.
The perfect time. Honestly, the perfect time.
So I was sitting there studying with like a bucket full of water on my table
Oh
dripping
no.
down. And I remember it was terrible.
Did you manage to pass the exam at least?
Yeah,
Oh,
we
then
met.
you're
Yeah.
good. Yeah, perfect.
And then I guess another crazy story would be like a party story. So we went clubbing and there was this celebrity, let's call it. It was out of like the trash TV
Uh-huh,
era
okay.
zone, like, and the girls went wild and crazy and screaming, and we had like a horde of girls running like towards us because he just like entered the club, and they were all over the place, and we didn't even know who it was. We heard it like out of like side convos.
Uh-huh, okay.
But that was very interesting.
So meeting celebrity outside with all these fans could be very, very dangerous if they're
That's
all
true. That's
girls.
true.
Okay. Okay, Phoebe, thank you for sharing your stories for your minor. Thank you for showing me these beautiful places. We would continue with the internship in a couple of minutes. Okay?
Great, thank
Perfect.
you.